Justin Bieber breaks away from his marriage for a secret meeting with Selena Gomez, and just days later, Mr. and Mrs. Bieber's Vogue cover comes out, and they discuss trust issues.
Okay, oh, people, that is intense.
Yes.
And Kylie Jenner is fuming after Nick Cannon came after her for plastic surgery and insulted her to no end. I would be pissed too.
Can Nick Cannon just go away? And finally, we've got to discuss Ariana's new album, but more importantly, her song Ghostin' and who it's about. We're talking about all of these stories right now on Hollyscoop's Moments of the Week. Happy weekend, you guys. Welcome to Hollyscoop's Moments of the Week. I'm Madison Hill.
And I'm Madison Conklin.
Madison, I've missed you. The blondes are all just back.
Yes.
Yay. You guys, the first thing we're talking about is Justin Bieber and this secret meetup he had with Selena Gomez. So a source told OK Magazine that Justin and Selena basically had this emotional meetup at a mutual friend's house. And the source said, quote, Justin told Selena that he will always love her. And he also admitted it's not working with Hailey and that the marriage was a big mistake.
I wanted to pause you right when you said a mutual friend's house. Who is this friend and why are they allowing this? This is not good, friend. You do not put exes that were in love. Selena is struggling. Justin is married, throwing it in her face, but trying to keep her like on
I think
some sort of
it's
fish line.
gotta be a church friend. It's a church friend because they feel like, okay, these two gotta come together and either come back together or totally have this conversation so they can go their separate ways. So I think a church friend has got to be the mutual friend.
This is not a Beatles song, Come Together right now over me. No, we don't do that. We separate. Exes separate for a reason.
I want to be mad at you, but that was such a quick-witted reference that I can't.
My mind works a million miles a minute.
Of course. The source revealed that Hailey was actually furious when she found out about this meeting, which obviously so. Poor Selena has just been a constant state of insecurity for Hailey, pretty much her whole entire life.
Yeah.
Because we've known that her and Justin have also had a roller coaster relationship. So I feel like whenever Justin wasn't with Hailey, this was Selena, and vice versa.
Exactly. It's just like it's the same thing over and over, and it's like, if anything, I feel like Selena and Hailey need to team up and be like, Justin, just stop.
They actually need to go to a mutual friend's house
and just
talk it out,
there
woman to woman. We know this isn't the first time that we've heard about Justin trying to meet up with Selena. Remember, they kind of tried to meet up on that hiking trail. Selena didn't want anything to do with it. Justin and Hailey have postponed their, public wedding ceremony 3 times now.
Once, not twice, but 3 times a lady. Like, come on.
I'm hoping that the 3rd time is the charm, that we're finally going to get this set, like, total ceremony over the top, because I feel like that's what we really need in order for these rumors to just totally stop. But I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just hard to tell because we're getting from Stephen Baldwin like, oh, we just can't get everyone we want in one place at once. No one can ever do that.
Right. That's called a wedding.
Literally, you cannot get every single person. Like, life happens for people. So this whole smoke and mirrors thing of them like not being able to get everyone together is just BS in my opinion.
Right. Especially when you hear like, okay, did he have this meetup with Selena? Yeah. Is Hailey getting sick of it?
Does she want a divorce? I mean, all this happened leading up to today. And then just yesterday, the Bieber's Vogue cover comes out. Now, mind you guys, this was shot and they did the joint interview back in December. We're now in February. So this news comes out like days after a divorce might be brewing. And then we find out all of these little bits of information like trust issues, sex addiction, drug abuse,
rock and roll.
Let's just start with what Hailey kicked off the interview with. She said, let's start with marriage is hard. It's really effing hard.
I guess I expected this Vogue story and the interview to kind of dispel everything that we had been hearing earlier in the week, be like, okay, clearly they're not getting divorced. Clearly there's no problems. Clearly he doesn't still think about Selena Gomez. But it didn't really do that for me, which kind of concerns me a little bit, to be honest.
On the flip side to that, at least it was somewhat raw and very honest and forthcoming about like some other issues that they're dealing with, not like the whole spectrum of what they're dealing with, just like a good chunk of them, which the trust issues is so, obvious, and like we get marriage is hard. Like no one's ever questioned that. And if you have a perfect marriage, well then you just don't know your spouse. But okay, beat me up in the comments. Okay. I don't know. I've never been married, so I shouldn't talk. But anyways, I think the trust issues, like saying it's really hard, and like Justin having trust issues.
Justin was really, Justin was the one I think who was so forthcoming about this, and it has a lot to do with his past. You know, he kind of talked about his dad and his mom.
Yeah,
and he said,
issues.
Yeah, he said, quote, "I've made some bad decisions personally and in relationships. Those mistakes have affected my confidence and my judgment. It's been difficult for me to even trust Hailey." Which,
to me, I'm like, that is not fair to Hailey. She has done nothing to break your heart. If anything, you've done it to break her heart. So it's like, he's trying to like turn the tables, I feel. Like, I get it. Your parents both had their issues. They divorced, they broke, you know, like had really icky past. And so like, that was projected on you at a young age. But then you did kind of the same things to all these girls, Selena, Hailey, all the girls in between.
Sophia
Richie, and for you to like not trust Hailey, WTF.
And he does maintain that he is working on these issues. I think what you're like, kind of what you're trying to say is that's really heavy to bring into a first year of marriage and to a young marriage after. But you know, I mean, they only dated again for like 3 months before they got married, and they said in the interview they're still actually overcoming problems they had when they dated the first time around, which is really interesting to me.
Well,
I know. Well, we know why.
We know why they got married. Okay, so let's talk about sex and drugs, and we're gonna save the best for last, and we'll talk about sex later. But let's talk about Justin's drug abuse and his admitting to abusing drugs.
Yes.
Excuse me, I can't talk. So Justin admitted he had a major problem with Xanax and drinking, and we know that his manager Scooter Braun admitted on the Red Pill podcast that he would go to sleep every night. This is Scooter going to bed every night and wake up thinking Justin was dead from his partying and like sneaking out at night.
And I remember when this came out a couple months ago.
It was shocking.
It was shocking. Everyone didn't know. But then Justin was a total open book when he talked to Vogue.
Yes.
I mean, he said it's totally true.
For that, we thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
He said that there were times when he was sleeping and his security would come in late at night and check his pulse to see if he was still breathing.
Ugh.
So, and Hailey did say completely no drugs in Justin. He will have the occasional drink from time to time, which is good for you, Justin. He's never been to rehab that we know of.
He did it completely on his own, which she did definitely praise him for.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, and so, I think that's definitely a good part.
Kudos to you, because that kind of problem added to trust issues, just no way. Just head to the courthouse and say divorce, you know? Okay, fun part. Let's talk about sex. Justin admitted that he had a legitimate problem with sex, and that to cleanse himself of all his issues, he was celibate for an entire year, which included the 3 months of dating Hailey before they got married at that courthouse.
Yes, and we had kind of speculated that they weren't partaking in any of these activities, which is why they wanted to rush things, and they basically confirmed that in the interview.
Yes.
I think the celibacy thing was a really big reveal that no one was expecting from Justin Bieber.
He went from Playboy bunny to like
Celibacy bunny. And
we were just like, there's no way. And with the amount of like PDA pictures we were getting, we're like, oh,
but
they're definitely having fun.
But I think that makes sense why they were so into making out, because that's
all
that they could do.
And honestly, I'm like beyond proud of them. No, I'm not gonna say
I was like, where are you going with this?
I praise them for that.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And that just makes their connection even better to then work on those issues.
Right, and it kind of helped Justin reconnect and with his beliefs and all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, everything with the Biebers seems okay, but we'll have to wait and see if those issues still maintain.
And a fun thing we learned today, you'll watch this video later, but Hailey's on birth control, so no babies in the near future. She'd rather take acne over babies. Okay, let's get to Kylie Jenner being slammed by Nick Cannon. Okay, why is he relevant? He was on Wendy Williams' show filling in.
Yes, he was filling in for Wendy.
So first he threw jabs at Ariana Grande over the whole Pete Davidson situation. We get it. It's old news. Let it go, Nick. Then the next day, literally the next day, he came after our girl Kylie Jenner. Now, Kylie's admitted to getting lip fillers. Other plastic surgeries have not been confirmed, but, been buzzed about boobs, butt, face fillers, the whole, Jenner shebang. Now, Nick told the audience he'd rather have his 7-year-old daughter be more like Danielle Bregoli than Kylie Jenner.
When this happened, I was mind-boggled, obviously. I have talked a lot about Danielle Bregoli on here, and I don't understand how anyone could want their child to be famous for literally wanting to beat people up and disrespecting their parents.
And disobeying you and coming after you, the parent.
Yeah, but his reasoning was that Danielle just has a bad mouth, she needs a whooping, while Kylie was exactly what you said, getting plastic surgery and all of these things. I think I would rather pay for my daughter to have her lips filled than have her literally be on national television talking about wanting to beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
You know, Nick Cannon, let's rethink that. But then again, his children are the spawns of Mariah Carey. She's a diva, so they're probably going to get anything and everything they want by age 15.
Yeah.
So, Nick, come talk to us when your kids hit 15, okay? So, obviously, any news like this, you'd be furious about, as Kylie was, and she was really insulted, and a source revealed that Kylie is offended with Nick's comments about her body, and the source said, quote, she feels they are mean, hurtful, and just not nice.
Yes,
and
I completely agree.
Exactly, and they went on to say Kylie works hard to be a good role model for young women, and so Nick's comments were particularly out of line.
Right.
Which, since having Stormy, I will say, she
I agree.
is a
My opinion on Kylie has changed a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it really has.
Maybe young kids don't get pregnant because you're not going to live the lavish life Stormy does, but seeing how she cares for people and, you know, treats other people and how hard she works.
And I think how she's put
ethic.
Stormy as a priority. I mean, I think everyone expected, she does have nannies and all of that, but everyone really expected her to just like take a backseat to motherhood. And I feel like she's really been very hands-on, which I applaud her for. So obviously she was hurt by this. And I think she was more sad and like upset.
Yeah.
Where Travis was just like straight up pissed.
Well, yeah. Like, don't come after my baby mama.
Yeah.
Maybe wife. Like, he, of course, went into full sicko defense mode. I was so done.
yeah.
I hate myself. Okay. The source said that Travis feels Nick should not talk about the mother of his child like that, obviously, and that he's looking forward to seeing Nick in person so they can, quote, discuss the issue man to man.
I am also ready for that situation to happen. Let's go. Jab, jab, cross. All right, last but not least, let's talk about Ariana Grande's new album. Thank You Next. Yes! I loved it. She also dropped the new video for Break Up With Your Girlfriend. I'm bored. What did you think, Maddie?
I was so intent on watching the music video for Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm bored, because I was trying to figure out who the people were
about.
who were supposed to resemble. I was thinking it was going to be Big Sean and his girlfriend.
That's what everyone thought.
But then I watched it and I'm like, Charles Melton from Riverdale? Like, who are you supposed to be?
Which I loved. I think that was a total out of left field.
Yes.
I think she did that on purpose. I think she didn't want anyone to speculate anything from the song. And he was the perfect choice. And he looks great.
He looks
so
amazing.
He's easy to
and
look
then
at.
the Ariana doppelganger, Ariel Yasmin. I mean, it was just like, and the twist at the end, like, okay, girl. Okay.
Let's also talk about her song, Ghostin'. This song was definitely more emotional than Break Up With Your Girlfriend. It's clearly about Mac Miller and how when she was with Pete, you know, she was thinking about Mac Miller and grieving for Mac Miller and all of this stuff. And I think all of Ari's fans just totally felt all the emotions that she's been going through.
Yeah, and she revealed that before it came out, the song is about feeling badly for the person you're with because you love somebody else, Pete Mac, feeling badly because he can tell he can't compare and how I should be ghosting him.
Yeah.
Which, it makes so much sense now because Pete would go into every interview being like, I don't know why she's with me.
Right.
I feel like one day she's just gonna dump me. Did he already know? Maybe. Was it in the cards?
And look what happened.
And we're here talking about it now.
But we got a great album out of it.
And Pete's got a girlfriend, Kate Beckinsale. Like, snaps all around.
Win, 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 win. All right,
everyone's
you
a winner.
Exactly. Let us know what you think about all these stories. What do you think about Justin secretly meeting up with Selena and the Vogue cover issue and all of those things that they talked about?
The revelations, people.
Yes.
Isn't that something in the Bible? Maybe maybe that Vogue was their Bible. So.
It is.
And let's talk about Nick Cannon dissing Kylie and comparing her to Danielle Bregoli. What do you think? Shade.
Do not like it. And what do you think about Ariana Grande's new album and her song Ghostin'? Talk it out down there in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys here next time on Hollyscoop's Moments of the Week. Bye, guys.